Hello there, and welcome to the Sleepy Science Channel. Tonight's journey takes us inward into the vast and mysterious world inside your own mind. We'll explore some of the most fascinating and surprising truths psychology has uncovered, secrets of memory, perception, and the quiet patterns that shape our thoughts. Some of what we'll discover will be gentle, like the way a familiar scent can bring back a moment from decades ago. Others will be astonishing, like how your brain can make decisions before you even realize it. But each one will open a window into the hidden workings of the mind, stranger, deeper, and more beautiful than we often imagine. This evening, we'll wander through a collection of remarkable insights and mental curiosities. Glimpses into worlds where time can stretch and shrink, emotions can alter what we see, and thoughts can ripple between people without a word. You might find yourself drifting towards sleep, or simply letting these ideas flow quietly in the background. If you enjoy these videos and would like to join us for more nighttime explorations, you can like and subscribe below. And feel free to share your thoughts down in the comments. But for now, all you need to do is get comfortable. Let your breathing slow, your mind soften, and allow the wonder of your own mind to wash gently over you. Let's begin. People are more honest late at night. As the day wears on, mental filters and social masks can loosen. Late at night, when fatigue lowers inhibition and self-monitoring, people may speak more directly and reveal thoughts they might guard during daylight hours. This doesn't mean every night conversation is unfiltered truth, but the reduced cognitive control can make honesty come more easily. Psychologists also suggest that the quiet, intimate atmosphere of nighttime can encourage openness, fewer distractions, dimmer light, and the sense that the world is at rest. In these hours, conversations can drift into personal territory, sometimes deepening connections. The phenomenon is not universal, but many people know the feeling. Words flowing more freely under the cover of night, as if the mind relaxes into its natural rhythm, and guarded thoughts finally step into the open. Multitasking makes your memory less reliable. While it might feel efficient, juggling multiple tasks at once can weaken how well we remember them. The brain's attention system works best when focused, and dividing it forces information to compete for mental resources. This can result in memories that are less detailed, or even missing entirely. For example, trying to check messages while listening to a friend can lead to forgetting key parts of the conversation. Studies show that frequent multitaskers may even struggle to filter out irrelevant information, making concentration harder over time. The allure of multitasking lies in its sense of productivity, but the mind records life more richly when it's given the chance to linger on one thing at a time. In a world that demands constant switching, choosing to do one thing slowly can feel like a luxury, and one your memory will thank you for. Touch from another person can lessen pain. The warmth of a hand on your shoulder, or someone holding your hand, can do more than comfort. It can change how your brain perceives pain. Physical touch activates sensory pathways that compete with pain signals, reducing their intensity. It also triggers the release of oxytocin, a hormone linked to bonding and stress reduction. In one study, couples who held hands during a painful experience not only reported less discomfort, but their brainwaves began to synchronize. This suggests that touch doesn't just soothe emotionally, it can create a shared physiological state that eases suffering. In moments of distress, a gentle touch can act as both shield and anchor, reminding the body that it's not alone. Sometimes, the simplest gestures carry the deepest healing power. Scent can influence decision-making without awareness. Smells often bypass conscious thought, traveling straight to brain regions involved in emotion and memory. This direct route means scents can influence mood and behavior without us realizing it. In experiments, pleasant ambient scents in stores have been shown to increase the likelihood of purchases, while the smell of cleaning products can lead people to tidy up more. These subtle effects work because scent can prime certain thoughts or associations. Lavender may induce calm. Citrus may signal freshness and energy. While we often think of decisions as purely rational, the truth is that invisible sensory cues can tip the scales. Becoming aware of this influence can be empowering, allowing us to recognize when our choices are being swayed by the quiet language of scent. Placebo sleep can make you feel more rested. In a curious twist of psychology, simply believing you've slept well can improve performance and mood the next day, even if you haven't. In one study, participants told they had above-average sleep quality performed better on cognitive tests, regardless of their actual sleep. This effect, known as placebo sleep, shows how expectation can shape mental and physical states. The brain uses belief as a shortcut, adjusting energy levels and focus based on perceived rest. Of course, genuine sleep is irreplaceable for health, but this phenomenon reveals the mind's surprising ability to influence how the body feels. It suggests that part of rest comes not just from hours of sleep, but from the story we tell ourselves about that rest. Your mind can sense when someone is staring at you. Many people have experienced the uncanny feeling of being watched, only to turn and find it's true. While science hasn't fully explained this, some research suggests that subtle cues, a shift in shadows, changes in peripheral vision, or even faint sounds, may alert us unconsciously. The brain is finely tuned to detect social attention, as knowing when eyes are on us has been vital throughout human history. Evolutionary psychologists propose that this sensitivity helped our ancestors avoid predators and navigate complex social interactions. Whether through learned perception or a deeper instinct, the sensation can be so compelling, but it prompts action before conscious thought catches up, a quiet nudge from our more ancient selves. Body language can reveal feelings you haven't admitted to yourself. Posture, gestures, and micro-expressions often reveal emotions we haven't consciously acknowledged. For example, crossed arms may signal defensiveness, while subtle shifts in tone can indicate unease. Psychologists note that these cues are sometimes visible to others before they're clear to us, providing an external mirror of our internal state. Becoming aware of your own body language can reveal hidden stress, attraction, or excitement. Likewise, reading others' non-verbal signals can help deepen empathy and understanding. This silent language operates in parallel with speech, and sometimes speaks more honestly than words. In moments of self-reflection, noticing how your body holds itself can be like overhearing your mind's unspoken thoughts. Smells can unlock memories buried for a lifetime. The human sense of smell is wired deeply into the brain's memory systems. Unlike sight or sound, scent bypasses much of the brain's usual processing routes and connects straight to the limbic system, the seat of emotion and long-term memory. This is why a faint whiff of perfume, fresh rain on pavement, or a childhood meal cooking can feel like a time machine. These scent-triggered memories are often vivid, detailed, and emotional, even if the moment they recall is decades old. Psychologists call this the Proust effect, named after the author who famously wrote of tasting a Madeleine and being swept into his childhood. Such moments remind us that our minds are not simple filing cabinets. They are living landscapes, and scents are like keys that can open locked doors, allowing forgotten feelings to step quietly back into the present. Lucid dreaming lets you control the dream world. In lucid dreams, you become aware that you are dreaming, and with that awareness, you can sometimes shape the dream itself. People who experience lucid dreaming report flying over mountains, breathing underwater, or rewriting the events of their dream as they happen. Psychologists believe lucid dreams arise when parts of the brain linked to self-awareness become active during REM sleep, while the dream state continues. For some, these dreams happen naturally. Others train themselves through techniques like reality checks and dream journals. Research even shows that skills practiced in lucid dreams can improve performance in waking life. But beyond any practical benefit, lucid dreaming offers something more profound. A reminder that our minds can create whole worlds, rich with detail and emotion, that we can walk through as if they were real, and in those worlds, we are both the traveler and the architect. People remember unfinished tasks better than finished ones. Imagine working on a project, stepping away before it's complete, and finding the task lingering in your mind. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Our brains hold on to incomplete tasks more vividly than completed ones. This mental open loop evolved to help us remember what still needs doing, but it can also keep us awake at night, replaying conversations or reminding us of work left undone. Studies suggest the effect occurs because unresolved activities create a kind of mild tension in the mind, and finishing the task releases it. That's why making a to-do list can feel oddly calming. It signals to the brain that the task is accounted for, even if it's not yet done. In daily life, this effect can be both a motivator and a source of stress, depending on how we use it. Either way, it's a powerful example of the mind's unfinished business. Gratitude can lower stress hormones in your body. The act of feeling and expressing gratitude is more than just polite habit. It can shift the body's chemistry. Studies have found that people who regularly focus on what they're thankful for show lower levels of cortisol, the hormone released during stress. Gratitude practices such as keeping a daily journal or reflecting on positive moments before sleep can also increase activity in brain regions linked to empathy and joy. This isn't just a pleasant mood change. It's a physiological response that can strengthen the immune system, improve sleep quality, and even support heart health. Psychologists suggest that gratitude shifts attention away from what is lacking and toward what is abundant, creating a sense of safety and connection. In this way, it helps the mind relax, allowing the body to follow. A grateful thought, held quietly for a moment, can ripple through the nervous system like a calming tide. People can be influenced by words they barely perceive. Sometimes the mind reacts to messages it doesn't consciously notice. In psychology, this is called subliminal priming, the presentation of stimuli so brief or subtle that it falls below conscious awareness, yet still influences thoughts or behavior. In one study, flashing positive or negative words for just milliseconds before showing a neutral image changed how participants rated that image's emotional tone. Advertisers and artists have long been fascinated by this effect, though its influence in real life is more subtle than the myths suggest. Still, it reveals an important truth. Our conscious minds are not the sole gatekeepers of perception. Beneath awareness, the brain is constantly scanning, filtering, and interpreting signals. Most of these impressions never surface into words, but they can tilt our decisions, shape our impressions, and leave us with feelings we can't quite explain, whispers from the edge of perception. Music can trigger memories hidden for decades. A song from your teenage years can pull you instantly back to a school hallway, a summer afternoon, or a person you haven't spoken to in years. Music has a unique relationship with memory because it engages multiple parts of the brain at once: auditory regions, motor areas, and, crucially, the limbic system. The rhythm, melody, and lyrics weave together to form a rich context, and when that song plays again, the original emotions return with it. For people with Alzheimer's disease, familiar music can sometimes awaken moments of clarity, allowing them to sing along to lyrics they otherwise couldn't recall. Psychologists believe music works as a powerful retrieval cue, one that bypasses some of the barriers that time and memory loss create. It is a reminder that even when memories feel lost, they can still be carried within us, waiting for the right note to set them free. Optimism can boost recovery from illness. Hope and positive expectation are not just comforting, they can be biologically protective. Studies have shown that optimistic people often recover faster from surgery, respond better to certain treatments, and have lower rates of some chronic illnesses. Optimism appears to reduce harmful stress responses, encourage healthier behaviors, and even strengthen the immune system. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or forcing a smile through hardship. Rather, it's about expecting that difficulties can be overcome and that the future holds possibility. Psychologists suggest that optimism can help people persist with rehabilitation, follow medical advice more consistently, and maintain the mental resilience needed for healing. While the body does its quiet work of repair, the mind's outlook can tilt the odds in our favor, turning hope into a kind of invisible medicine that moves through every heartbeat and breath. People remember gossip more than neutral information. Human beings evolved in small social groups, where knowing who could be trusted could mean the difference between safety and danger. This may explain why our brains are tuned to remember gossip, stories about others' behavior, more readily than neutral facts. In experiments, participants were more likely to recall details about untrustworthy actions than about physical descriptions or unrelated events. Gossip activates social reasoning networks in the brain, drawing attention and helping store information for future use. While gossip can be harmful, it can also serve a protective function, helping groups maintain norms and avoid risk. In a modern context, this tendency shows up in how rumors spread more quickly than ordinary news. Whether whispered around a fire thousands of years ago or passed along online today, gossip's staying power lies in the brain's deep interest in the behavior of others. Déjà vu may come from the brain misfiring in recognition systems. That eerie feeling that you've lived a moment before, déjà vu, is still not fully understood. One leading theory is that it occurs when the brain's recognition system briefly misfires, creating a false sense of familiarity. This may happen when a new experience closely matches patterns from past memories, even if you can't recall the original moment. Neuroimaging studies suggest that the temporal lobe, especially areas involved in memory, plays a role. For most people, déjà vu is fleeting and harmless, but it offers a glimpse into how the brain stitches together present and past. In that brief flicker, reality feels doubled, the now overlaid with the ghost of a past that may never have been. It's a reminder that perception is not a perfect record, but an interpretation. And sometimes, the mind's storyteller gets ahead of itself. People talk faster when they are nervous. When anxiety rises, so can the speed of our speech. This is partly driven by the body's fight or flight response, which increases heart rate and breathing. The brain, primed for rapid action, pushes thoughts forward more quickly, and the mouth struggles to keep pace. Nervous speakers may also skip pauses, rush through sentences, or stumble over words as adrenaline sharpens their urgency to be understood. This effect can be subtle, a slight quickening of cadence, or so pronounced that the words blur together. In social situations, this fast talking can sometimes make others anxious too, as emotional states ripple through groups. Knowing this pattern can be helpful. Slowing speech deliberately can calm the body, and a calm body, in turn, can steady the mind. In this way, speech becomes not just a reflection of mood, but a tool for guiding it. Much of the human brain remains a mystery. For all our advances in neuroscience, vast regions of the brain remain only partly understood. We can map structures, trace electrical signals, and watch patterns of activity, yet the deeper mystery of how consciousness arises, or why memories feel vivid, still escapes us. Some brain regions have no fully defined function, and the intricate networks linking them are more complex than any computer humans have built. Every new study reveals not only answers but new questions, reminding us that we've explored a mere fraction of this living universe within our skulls. Like an ocean whose surface we've skimmed but whose depths remain dark, the brain holds entire continents of understanding still to be found. And in the quiet moments between thoughts, we're reminded that the mind is not just a biological machine, but a mystery we inhabit every waking moment. Most of your thoughts are repeats from the day before. Research suggests that the majority of our daily thoughts are recycled from previous days, familiar concerns, routines, and reflections replaying in slightly different forms. This mental repetition helps maintain a sense of stability, but it can also limit creativity and keep us stuck in old patterns. The brain favors efficiency, and reusing existing neural pathways is less demanding than forging new ones. However, when we intentionally seek out novel experiences, challenge assumptions, or change our surroundings, we can spark fresh patterns of thought. This is why travel, learning new skills, or even taking a different route to work can feel invigorating. It jolts the mind out of autopilot and into awareness. Most of the time, our thoughts flow along well-worn trails. But every so often, we can step off the path and discover an entirely new landscape within ourselves. Yawning can be contagious, even across species. A single yawn can ripple through a room, passing from person to person with no words exchanged. This contagious effect isn't limited to humans, chimpanzees, dogs, and even some birds have been observed catching yawns from others. Psychologists believe the phenomenon is linked to empathy and social bonding. We unconsciously mirror the behavior of those around us, reinforcing connection. In humans, the likelihood of catching a yawn increases with closeness. You're more likely to yawn after a friend than a stranger. The act itself remains partly mysterious. While yawning helps regulate brain temperature and promote alertness, its social spread seems to serve a different purpose, silently syncing the rhythms of a group. In a way, a shared yawn is a quiet reminder of our biological link to one another, a small, unspoken gesture that says, "We're in this moment together." Hypnosis can change how the brain processes pain. Under hypnosis, a person can sometimes feel less pain, or even none at all, during experiences that would normally cause discomfort. Brain scans show that hypnosis can alter activity in areas that interpret pain signals, changing not the sensation itself, but the way the brain perceives it. This has been used in medical settings for pain management, dental work, and even surgery, though it doesn't work equally for everyone. Psychologists describe hypnosis as a focused, highly suggestible state in which the mind can shift its responses. The effect isn't magic, it's the brain's own flexibility at work. By adjusting perception, the mind can rewrite the body's experience. This connection between attention and sensation hints at a profound truth. Pain is not just a physical event, but a complex dialogue between nerves, brain, and awareness, and sometimes awareness can change the power. Conversation. Writing about your feelings can improve health. Putting emotions into words, whether in a journal or a private note, can have measurable effects on well-being. Studies have shown that expressive writing can lower blood pressure, strengthen immune function, and improve mood. Psychologists believe the process helps organize emotional experiences, turning vague feelings into structured thoughts the brain can work through. This reduces mental strain and frees up cognitive resources for other tasks. Writing doesn't require perfect grammar or style. Its power lies in honesty. By translating inner experiences into language, we give form to what was formless and, in doing so, reduce its hold over us. The page becomes a safe container for what might feel overwhelming in the mind. Over time, this practice can help untangle complex emotions, making them easier to understand and easier to carry. We recall feelings more easily than facts. The human mind is deeply emotional, and this shapes how we remember. Events tied to strong emotions, joy, fear, grief, or excitement, tend to linger in memory longer than neutral details. This emotional tagging helps the brain prioritize important experiences, but it also means we often remember how we felt more clearly than what actually happened. In eyewitness testimony, for example, the emotional charge of an event can influence recollections, sometimes distorting factual accuracy. On the positive side, remembering the emotions of meaningful moments can help reinforce values, relationships, and life lessons. Our memories are not perfect records. They're more like stories told from the heart's perspective. When we think back on the past, we often walk through a landscape of feelings, with facts scattered like stones along the path. Chewing gum can improve concentration. It might seem like a small, even mindless habit, but chewing gum has been linked to improvements in focus and alertness. The rhythmic motion appears to increase blood flow to the brain, while the act of chewing may also stimulate areas involved in attention and memory. Some studies show modest boosts in performance on tasks requiring sustained concentration when participants chew gum, especially peppermint-flavored varieties. The effect isn't dramatic, but it can provide a subtle lift in mental energy, perhaps why students, drivers, and even soldiers have used it during long, demanding periods. Psychologists also suggest that gum chewing can reduce stress by lowering cortisol levels, making it a double benefit for concentration. In the quiet moments when focus begins to drift, this simple action can act as a small anchor, bringing the mind gently back to the task at hand. The first and last things you learn stick the strongest. Our memories are influenced by what psychologists call the primacy and recency effects, the tendency to recall the first and last items in a sequence better than those in the middle. The first items benefit from more rehearsal and attention, while the last items remain fresh in short-term memory. This pattern appears in daily life. We often remember the opening and closing moments of a conversation, a lecture, or even a vacation more vividly than the middle portions. Understanding this can help in learning. Placing key information at the beginning or end of a study session increases the chance of it sticking. In a way, the mind frames experiences like stories, with the opening and ending scenes shining the brightest. The middle still matters, but it's the first impression and the final moment that often linger longest in the mind's quiet archives. Your brain can miss changes happening right in front of you. Change blindness is a striking quirk of perception. The brain can fail to notice even large alterations in a scene if they occur during a brief distraction or visual interruption. In experiments, people can look directly at an object, glance away for a moment, and miss that it has changed entirely when they look back. This happens because attention is selective. We can't process every detail, so the brain fills in gaps with assumptions based on prior knowledge. In daily life, change blindness can explain why we miss small rearrangements in a room or fail to notice a friend's new haircut. It's a reminder that perception is not a perfect camera. Instead, it's a patchwork of focused details and inferred continuity, stitched together so smoothly we rarely notice the missing pieces, unless someone points them out. Smiling can trick your brain into feeling happier. Even if you're not feeling joyful, the simple act of smiling can subtly shift your mood. Psychologists call this the facial feedback hypothesis, the idea that facial expressions can influence emotional states. When you smile, the muscles in your face send signals to your brain, triggering the release of neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. This can create a small lift in mood even if nothing else changes. The effect works in reverse too. Frowning or scowling can reinforce feelings of tension or frustration. It's not a growl,